gentlemen, boys and girls, those in between and those not too sure. Who are you? Who are you? Are you a wife, a brother, an employee, retired, or always tired? If we define ourselves by our relationship to another, or our emotion, or our work, or our possessions, are we less of who we are when we lose that defining element? If we donate an organ, or lose a limb, or were born with half a brain as Michelle Mack was in 1973, are we less of a person? Ladies and gentlemen, I am asking you to think big. Think outside your physicality, your social circle, your country, to people in faraway lands and how your daily coffee and consumption affects them and planet Earth, whose mother, by the way, is nature. Think outside all you've ever known and ask, what is possible? Realise that you are an amazing individual connected to all there is, and together we, mankind, could have peace on earth by being kind to one another. Yes, you may have to forego attachments to security blankets that hold you back. Einstein said it well when his wife was lamenting the loss of their furniture. But I'm attached to it, she said. Yes, my dear, he said, but it is not attached to you. So forego attachment and think big. Indeed, why would you think small? Because you're afraid of what others might think? Well, other people's opinions are none of your business. Or is it because you're the typical unemployed person, or the average parent of the average family, and this is the way you're supposed to live your life, day in, day out, day in? Well, be careful, because a coffin is just a rut with two ends. You will find strength in thinking big, and we all have different complementary strengths, thankfully, because we're all different. Don't you think the world would be boring if we were all the same? And yet, we are all the same. We all die without food or clean water, those luxuries that some of us take for granted. And we are all the sum total of our physicality and every experience and associated feeling that we've had that forms our beliefs and our behaviour patterns. Those habits that start in our head and end up ruling our lives. Now, your head is your brain and your mind. In Michelle Mack's case, we see how the right side of the brain developed to perform the functions of the left side. So remarkable because there was no left side to begin with. And an amputee going crazy because he can't scratch the itch on his phantom limb finds peace at last by scratching his cheek. This is because that part of the brain that was previously triggered by sensory input from the arm now receives sensory input from the face. Neuroplasticity, the science of how adaptable our brains are, reveals how amazingly capable we are, every single one of us. Now, if your brain is the TV, then your mind is the TV program. So what are you listening to? What's playing in your brain? There's the whatever I do, it's never good enough channel. Or there's the go away, I'm busy channel. How about this one? Why does this always happen? Well, your brain is amazing, and it will find the answers to the questions that your mind asks. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason something continues to happen is because you haven't learned the lesson yet. Ask, what's the lesson I need to learn so I can move on? What's the positive to this? Because every seemingly negative situation has at least one positive. It's nature's way of balance. So switch channels if you have to, and ask quality questions to get quality answers. Sure, it might take some practice at first, like any new skill, especially if you've been listening to a very different program for a period of time. I guarantee you that once that positivity program becomes habit, you will find it very hard to be negative or depressed. You'll find it very easy to think big. And when someone asks you, "Who are you?" you'll be able to say, "I am someone who is connected to all there is. I am kind to mankind and I am free from attachment. I am an amazingly capable individual and I am someone who thinks big." Thank you.